Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin. The smile's back. The happy feeling is back because it was a top performance. This is your match review, ladies and gentlemen. Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 4. It really could have been 5, 6, 7 if we had, everything on target, if we were just a little bit more clinical, but I can't be upset. We absolutely jizzed all over Aston Villa. JOAO Pedro hat-trick. JOAO Pedro flopped it out and he creamed all over Aston Villa, and rightly so. Needed to be done. And as I said in the All You Can Eat Chelsea latest episode, when I was asked, what do you think about the upcoming match? I said, look, when you look at both teams on paper, you have to say Chelsea are superior to Aston Villa. It's as simple as that. But are Chelsea capable of screwing themselves up? Yes, we are. And that is the problem with us. We are our biggest enemy. We are our biggest manufacturers of our own downfall. In this match, look, it kicked off crazy. Aston Villa in the first 5 minutes, they scored in the second minute. Lovely play through the middle. You have to be, humble. You have to say to yourself that, you know what, kudos to you, Aston Villa, because the way you move the ball all through central positions to score that goal from Douglas Luiz, it was a lovely goal. But the way we turn things around from there, big up to Chelsea Football Club, because we did turn things around. But a couple of moments from Aston Villa here and there where they could have capitalized. Overall, since we conceded, we were on top. JOAO Pedro could have had a first half hat-trick, to be honest. And we're going to talk about all of this. Firstly, quickly, just in regards to Douglas Luiz, as soon as he scored, a lot of people were saying, oh, this is the player that we were linked with. Chelsea, Miz, you didn't want him. We don't need Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz is not the concern for Chelsea Football Club. We've got enough cover in midfield. So just because he scored, that means diddly squat for us. Our midfield is probably one of our biggest strengths. Now, talking about the entire team, first up, biggest news, Jurgensen. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Sanchez dropped. Robert Sanchez, it's been made confirmed prior to the match. Liam Rossini saying Robert Sanchez dropped, and he's come out and publicly said that, do you know what? I don't know if Chelsea Football Club has a number one goalkeeper, so let's give Jurgensen an opportunity. And I have to be honest, I don't believe in Jurgensen either. I don't think he's good enough, and it's actually a bit of a indictment on Chelsea Football Club that after all the money spent, we're still at a position where we don't have a number one goalkeeper, and another manager is saying this as well. Look, bottom line, Robert Sanchez had a good season, but we can't deny the fact that he does have nervous moments in him. He has bozo moments in him. So can we trust him long term? Probably not. But coming back to Jurgensen, I don't know if I can trust him either. He had a good match. Ballsy move from Liam Rossini to bring in someone like Jurgensen in a crunch match, in a clutch match where a win was a must. It's paramount. Our assignment is 7 wins out of the final 10. Considering what happens elsewhere, maybe Man United might drop some points today. At the moment, the latest on Man United it's 1-1 with Newcastle. So we'll see what happens there. By the way, Arsenal definitely won the league. Manchester City have dropped points. But coming back to Jurgensen, ballsy move from Liam Rossignol, and in this game, it's worked out. We'll see what it means down the track for Robert Sanchez. Does he come back into the team? Wrexham next. Probably Jurgensen gets another chance. After that, Newcastle, we'll see if Jurgensen continues on. But this game, Jurgensen was very, very good. He made a couple of really good saves. And overall, it looked like, the backline was as flimsy as that backline could look. I think Jurgensen held his own and did well. Now, let's talk about from the top. JOAO Pedro, ladies and gentlemen. JOAO Pedro. What a sensational performance. Hat-trick boy JOAO Pedro. We have to talk about him. Trick Williams, whoop that trick. JOAO Pedro, let's talk about it. Do you know what I mean? This guy, I've said it all along. It has been a sensational purchase by Chelsea Football Club. With all the criticism that these owners and these sporting directors, they deserve, this is where you can say, yeah, now you've made the right decision. And I've said it all along. When we got linked with JOAO Pedro, I said, I've been watching JOAO Pedro since Watford, Brighton, and I appreciate this move. JOAO Pedro to Chelsea Football. Technically, he's gifted. He can score goals. He's just a smart player. Now he's banging in goals for fun under Liam Rossinier. Since Rossinier has taken over, JOAO Pedro is a different player. The biggest question mark on JOAO Pedro all this time, his time in the Premier League, has been, can he score enough goals? And he's starting to score a lot. I think he's already got, 14 Premier League goals? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. All up somewhere around close to 20 goals in all club competition. Please let me know the real stats. I don't have it available to me. But JOAO Pedro is doing a madness. He's scoring all different types of goals as well. Tap-ins, dinks, long range, headers. As I said, he flopped it out. JOAO Pedro flopped it out all over Aston Villa and made them pay for it. Big player. If we are to make Champions League football position, which I hope now we can go on a bit of a run and a bit of a momentum, JOAO Pedro will be the key player. JOAO Pedro 100% will be the key player. Next up, I want to talk about Enzo Fernandez. Brilliant game. The way he was producing those assists, those passes, the first one as well for Malo Gusto in behind, which led to a goal for JOAO Pedro, his first goal. Second one as well, lovely through ball feeding JOAO Pedro for the second goal. Enzo Fernandez, look, we all need to understand the limitations of Enzo Fernandez. We need to know where he's good, where he's bad. There is definitely sometimes the criticism that I see for Enzo Fernandez, I get it, I understand it, because it's warranted. But then we also need to appreciate what he can do on the ball. And today, ladies and gentlemen, Enzo Fernandez on the ball was splendid. Cole Palmer, let's talk about it. Cole Palmer first half wasn't good. Didn't look like himself. And yes, how long can we keep using the same excuses? But the second half, I've said it in the first half, stay patient with Cole Palmer, because we know the quality is there. And in the second half, Cole Palmer was balling. The passes he was producing left, right, and center. Pass for Reece James that led to Cole Palmer's goal. And many other passes that he produced. Should have got a few more assists. Cole Palmer, brilliant second half. And I hope this confidence rises, because I think that first half and what we have seen all throughout this season, that confidence issue, and of course, we can't forget the injury plays a part. But since you're starting, you need to bring that back. Once again, much like JOAO Pedro, if we qualify for Champions League, JOAO Pedro is an important player. Also, Cole Palmer is very important. We need Cole Palmer to click into gears. Newcastle, Everton, must 3 points, both of them. But the second half from Cole Palmer, the way he was passing, ooh la la. Garnacho, we need to talk about Garnacho. Garnacho overall actually had a good game. Yes, there are moments where he's off. Don't get me wrong. I'm praising in isolation. I still need Garnacho gone from Chelsea Football Club. I don't think he's Chelsea level. But in this game, there were moments where he was actually quite good. Produced a lot of threats. Got himself an assist for JOAO Pedro's hat-trick. Should have scored a goal. I believe it was Cucurella, the ball from Cole Palmer to Cucurella, and then Cucurella crossed it for Garnacho, and Garnacho missed. But look, overall, Garnacho produced a lot of threats today. It's still not good enough Chelsea level, because I can't just comment just simply based on this game. I need to comment over the entire season. Garnacho hasn't been good, so don't forget that. This game, though, Garnacho has been very good. In the middle of the park, Caicedo dropped a normal Caicedo type of match. No complications. Lovely. Everything in control. Brilliant. Reece James as well. Strong. Rock solid. Captain's performance. Loved it. Absolutely bossed it. And he captained the side well. Knowing that we've been, leaking goals, he protected that backline nicely. And considering that backline has problems, and with a new goalkeeper. And we conceded straight away. So I thought Reece James was really good. Marshaled everything nicely. And then when Sancho came on in the second half, Reece James was all over Sancho. Even though Sancho looked like a threat, Reece James had it in control. In defense, Jorel Hato. Jorel Hato, take a bow. Take a bow, Jorel Hato, because that was a fantastic performance going forward and in defense as well. Going forward, this guy, he plays like a winger. He's got great athleticism. In defense, just needs to tighten up a bit, but this game, defensively, he was strong. Chalobah as well, strong. Wesley Fofana had some iffy moments, but came back into the game, finished off strong. And as I said, Jurgensen was very good as well. Players coming off the bench, getting some minutes, fantastic. Liam Rossinier, brilliant. Well set up, absolutely bossed Aston Villa at their own home ground. Direct rival for the Champions League overall. Cannot complain. The only thing I can say is few defensive lapses here and there because Aston Villa could have scored. We need to tighten up in those areas because better teams will punish us. And we need to make sure that we tighten those areas up. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very, very happy. Big 3 points. We move on. Wrexham, I think, over the weekend, and then Newcastle in the Premier League. We carry on like this till the end of the season. We should be looking to try and get victories. Victories after victories after victories. Big up to JOAO Pedro, man of the match performance for me. For me, this guy should be up there in regards to Chelsea's player of the season because he's on a madness. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. How did you see this game? Comment below. Me, I'm ecstatic, and hopefully we continue in this vein. Until next time, everyone, take care. See ya. Goodbye.